Hello everyone, and I'm back for another episodic um, discussion. Uh, Today I'm going to be talking about bloodlines. There are four bloodlines, um, and basically they have their own special abilities. You do not have to be a class to be a bloodline. They're not class specific. Uh, But in order to create a bloodline, you can't actually just create it. You can't create a character with a bloodline. It has to be given to you. So, for instance, this is the more X-rated portion of the game. And if you don't want to hear this part, if you're not interested in the X-rated part, then um, pause the video, stop it, and go on to something else. Go on. Go on then. No? Guess you want to hear it. Alright. In order for a new member of the bloodline of a bloodline to be created, they have to be created in game. Yes, that's right, sex. Why? Life is not without sex. We have to remember that because we paint this picture of a game in which everyone's sexless. They don't have sex, they don't do anything like that, they're not mischievous in that area, they're just blah, they're bland in that part. And it's just baffling because you pretend it's not there, but it's there. So, uh, yeah, you do have to describe it if you have sex with someone in game, uh, or at least referenced. Older players may, if they choose, describe it in the adult RP forum section. And and let's say sometime later that you had sex with this lady, and the storyteller tells you that you're pregnant, or you have to talk about how the woman got pregnant, or whatever. Um, then that means that if the woman keeps the baby and it's born, the baby is born an NPC, and that NPC uh, is uh, is taken by us, the administrators, the storytellers, people like us, and we keep it until we choose someone who's worthy, or it can be given, or the specific character can be given as a prize, and like a whatever, you know. It can be given as a giveaway, it can be given as a prize, things like that. You know, it's that way for a reason, you know. So if you really want a cool character, you gotta work for it a little bit, you know. Anyway, let's move on. Female characters will probably be targeted more than males because rape is possible. I say it's possible, but I do not condone rape in real life. I do not appreciate it. None of that stuff. But I gotta say, even though I don't like it, it does make for a better and more in-depth character. So let's say you're female and you get raped by a male character, or a female rapes your male character. That's going to leave a scar on you mentally. It might lower your sanity a little bit, or it might lower your whatever. But it's going to leave a mental or residual scar, and, uh, and you'll remember it. So it makes for a deeper character in some ways. Out of this whole Aurelia thing, no, it does not, and it's not cool at all. I don't condone it. I don't agree with it. None of that. But in this game in Aurelia, uh, it's there because it happens in real life. Now, some more stuff to note. If a male character rapes a female character in game, the female character, the female PC character, I should say, player character, the female PC character can, if she's a higher level, kill your character because uh, because it's just not right, and stuff like that. And it's just got to be really timed well if you want to do that. Uh, you know, she can actually kill your character. And no questions asked by the administrators, no questions asked by any of the authorities. It just happens. So even if you're the most powerful creature, character imaginable, and there's just one a female character you rape, she's 1 point above you, then your character can, if you don't do it right, your character can die. Uh, However, the same is not true for males because uh, I gotta have some flexibility in game, because if we didn't, then everybody would just die off, I think, sometimes. However, I would advise you to use these tactics under your own advisements, uh, appropriately timed, and all that stuff. And of course, there's always the thing is that if there's a character higher level than you could always poison her or whatnot if her poison level is lower or something like that. Um, because you can, you can if you so choose. There's also you can also agree. Both characters can agree to it and stuff like that. They can have sex, or maybe it's just a drunk party and it happens, something like that. That's another option to go. You don't have to just have to. You don't have to rape anybody. I want to stress that you don't have to rape anybody. It makes for a good story implement, but you don't have to. They could, these two, female and a male character, they could, because that's the only way, I'm afraid. Uh, Female male character, they get drunk at a party and something. She learns later that she's pregnant or something like that. Uh, so it can be agreed upon, or it can be fumbled, or something along those lines. So, but it'll all be placed in the X-rated version of the forum. Now there are 4 bloodlines, and like I said earlier, but I have not given a dictation to the bloodlines yet. I'm not sure if some of the characters will be NPCs. I highly doubt it. I'll probably just give away some of the bloodlines to PC characters. I have to probably give some away to females, because without, it's not going to really function all that well. Anyway, I think that's all I had to say. Just wanted to express my idea. So these bloodlines work that way, and they cannot be, I don't think I said this yet. Yeah, the characters cannot be created by players. They cannot, because if you do that, then it just takes away the fun and advantage and stuff like that. They cannot be created by players, but they can be, other players with bloodlines can actually make you a stepmother, a stepfather, blah, 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 blah. You can actually marry into the family or something like that in game, and you can get powers. They'll be implanted, but be careful with the implanted powers, because sometimes your sanity can be changed forever. Your sanity can change drastically, for good or for bad, if you do implanted powers. And sometimes, if you're not careful and your sanity level is low, you can die from implanted powers. You'll go insane. You're like, oh my god, it's so much pain. I know shit. You'll tap into this reservoir of things you didn't know or something like that, and you'll go insane and you'll kill yourself. Because that's what happens when your sanity is too low. And so you got to be careful with implanted powers, because it could come back and bite you in the arse. Anyway, guys, that's all I had to say. Stay tuned for more later on, and don't forget to go to aurelia.proboards.com. Bye-bye.